A&G Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. The Bobcats will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So TCU's offense will go on the attack first. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Rolling right and going deep. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense turning it off. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And how about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Abrams. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. They'll throw it from the red zone. Using the quick game. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bobcats offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. To the ground with the back. Makes it past the marker. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? And the Bobcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. This time they'll go to the running game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Just inside the red zone. First and 10 from the 19. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Going to swing it on second down. There's the pressure. And the defense makes a play, and they get their quarterback down at the 26.
Well, this guy's really feeling it. Of course, last week he had 2 sacks, and here he is in this one registering his first. This guy very quickly is making a name for himself as one of the best pass rushers in college football.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Bobcats will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. And the Horned Frogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Working that left side now. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
To the air on first down. Steps away to find some room. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a second and long. On the move, it's Abrams. Inside the 25. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Horned Frog just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Punts it out of the air. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give to the back. Finds some fresh air. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Unloads quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Gets the back moving. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
And the Horned Frogs will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Horned Frog!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Pittsburgh is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Dan Marino, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 11 to Virginia Tech. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Gets it to the back, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went gang tackle.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go to them.
There he goes. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Coates. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in run.
The play-action fake. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. With the catch, it's Gilbert. Jumped on top of the pile.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really...
He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Bobcats decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for room. It's Abrams. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Quarterback making checks. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going deep. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, TCU! He got a step and just dusted the field.
But you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
Bringing the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Bobcats headed quickly to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. It's complete. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory?
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. The Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
Gonna take a shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
This is going to to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Crosses to 40. At midfield, he's got room. Breaks into the open. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy 1st down.
Gets rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Off the RPO, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Dan, you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Fort Worth. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half. And with that, back to Amon G. Carter Stadium and our outstanding broadcast team.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the 2nd half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the 2nd half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the 1st half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
The give to the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the Bobcats will line up to punt it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but that fourth down stop kept them from getting anything on the board. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on second down. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
To the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Gets it out quickly. Made a defender miss. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frog!
Quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
On to attempt to try. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Pittsburgh has the lead right now. The Steel City has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over Virginia Tech.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Back to pass. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
The Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Bunch formation for these receivers. the play fake on first down to throw. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a gap. It's Abrams. Got enough for the first. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. A productive play is one that it gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Floating away. The ball is out behind the line. And they lost the ball out of bounds, and they'll lose a few yards as a result. And the Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Across the 35. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
To the air on first down. Throws for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, TCU. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Looking to throw on first down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Coates. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man on the outside. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to pass, it's Huff. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Off the play fake. Keeps looking downfield. Oh, he's got some space.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. starts with a second down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Here they come, facing third and long from the 20. They'll run play action. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run the toss. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It'll be third and long. The give out of the gun. Tackle is made at the 38. Let's see just how daring they'll be on fourth down. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Making side adjustments here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. They're working that left side. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Horned Frogs are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Still running at the 40. And he'll be run out of bounds. And these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. And the Horned Frogs will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Green. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with the lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Motion from the wide receiver. From the red zone, looking for a man. Grab behind the line, it's Abrams. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Dropping back, it's Huff. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Bobcats line up to punt it away. Makes the catch at the 35. Slips through the line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Nah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Looking for more room.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to get rid of it. He just wisely got rid of that when the worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots of...
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well, because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
To the air, it's Huff. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarter.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Bobcats send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well,
it's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they turn it into a defensive score. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the 4th quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Huff. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. It's a draw. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.